Start stream. Welcome to another podcast day in Borden, Ohio. We are going to discuss some of the films of 2026 so far. And by we, I mean, you haven't watched any of these, right?
I'd have to reference the poster that we used for the thumbnail.
Good
But
luck.
my suspicion
Yeah.
is no.
Yeah, good luck, have fun, don't die. Dead Man's Wire, Disclosure Day, Obsession, They Will Kill You, and you definitely didn't see Psycho Killer.
I didn't see any of these.
If you ask me,
In fact, like there's only a couple that I even was interested in seeing.
Mm.
I was interested in seeing Obsession.
Yeah.
And I was interested in seeing the Good Luck, Don't Die or whatever it is. Just because why does his name just escape me right now? Holy shit.
Sam Rockwell?
Rockwell.
Yeah.
Love Sam Rockwell.
He's the only reason to watch it.
And that's, I don't know. Some of the other ones I don't even know. I didn't even know what the Dead Man's what?
Dead Man's Wire. It's based on a true story. This
Didn't even know what the fuck that was.
well, fuck it. I'll start with that one. You got Bill Skarsgård. He's oh shit, I forget the guy's name at the top
It was
of my head.
generally great.
I'm not gonna look up, but he is great. Carrie Elwes is great. But they're talking at these accents, you know, like a Boston-y type of. I'm guessing. Don't blow me up, internet, if I'm wrong. But he plays the true story of this guy that he gets pissed off at the bank for his loan, basically, and the bank ends up screwing him over. So he goes into the bank for a meeting with the owner of the bank. In this case, it was Al Pacino played him, which, as I said in my quick review, dear God, he better be wearing one of those fat suits because he is huge.
I feel like I gotta look.
He's
up a picture of him.
He's just
movie.
sitting in a chair most of the time, and he is put on some weight.
He's getting up there
dude,
in age.
Dude, I'm serious. It's some weight. Anyway, this is a throwaway role. This is a quick paycheck for Al Pacino. I think he's in the film for a total of what, 7 or 8 minutes total, where they just talk to him on the phone because he went out of town for his scheduled meeting with Skarsgård's character. So anyway, Bill ends up taking his son hostage, and the Dead Man's Wire is where you take a shotgun, in this case a sawed-off shotgun, which you probably would have to have a sawed-off because it'd be too long anyway for it, but unless you want it a little bit further. Anyway, you wrap a wire around the trigger, and another one goes around your hostage's neck. So if they try to move or run or whatever, it's going to pull that trigger and blow their head off. The Dead Man's Wire. So he takes him hostage to force the bank to pay him back the money that they took from him, and then some for basically his pain and suffering, what they put him through. That's the whole movie.
Okay.
like 30.
I mean, is it meant to be like a tense movie? Like
If it is, it
what is
did not work at all.
okay.
Yeah, the most of the movie, like 70% of it takes place in like Bill's character's apartment, which he's got rigged with explosives just in case the cops try to come in. And then the other 30%'s in the bank at the beginning of it. That's it. It's just him conversations and him freaking out and a little bit. It was just it's weird. I don't want to call it overacting because I think Bill Skarsgård's amazing in general. It's almost I felt like they were all directed to act a little bit not goofy, a little over the just a little over the top. So none of them felt believable.
Mm.
And the sexy dude from Stranger Things season 3, he had that.
You're talking about like the 80 Sinks brother.
Yeah, he
Okay.
plays. He's put on some weight. They put a balding cap on him. He plays the son, Al Pacino's son in this movie. He look, he was great acting wise, for the parts and whatnot. But man, the movie there was just no point to it. Like I get that really happened, but it's like I didn't give a shit about the story a quarter of a second after it ended. It was just I'm like I wasted 2 hours of my life here. Like you've got all these. Well, I shouldn't say all these. You got two great actors, Al Pacino, Bill Skarsgård, and Carrie Elways. Which, by the way, I will say, I had to take. I did a double take because I didn't realize that was him. He's wearing like a black wig and talking with that accent and stuff. I didn't recognize him at first. I'm like, I kept going, man, I know. Is that? Wait a minute, is that? And it was him. Those three were great, but they're not great enough to watch the movie. Nobody.
Okay, it's one of those where like you couldn't necessarily be like, okay, for the acting, watch it.
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah,
Gotcha,
not at
gotcha.
all. Yeah, it was a waste of
Now,
time.
I mean, you said like the movie takes place primarily in Skarsgård's apartment. It has nothing to do with this movie, but like, can you think of a movie that had very limited setting that you did enjoy? Like some things like because that's an interesting concept to go with, right?
Yeah.
And to make a film like that interesting for 2 hours, like I thought the first film that came to mind when you were talking about that, I was like, the Phone Booth,
Phone
with
booth,
Colin Farrell and
Cloverfield,
Kiefer Sutherland.
Cloverfield Street, Clover
Oh
110
yeah,
Cloverfield with Goodman.
uh, yeah, the Cloverfield Lane or whatever that had Goodman
Very
and
good. Man, that was really a good, way better than I
yeah,
thought it was going to be.
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I thought Phone Booth was pretty, like when you had like I feel like those stories are meant to like be like tense stories
Yeah.
because you're like confined,
Yeah.
like you're already like in a sense of confinement, so like there should be unease. If this didn't give like what it needed to, then
Like I didn't feel it.
shame on you.
Yeah. I didn't feel it at any time whatsoever. And again, I don't blame Bill's acting on this. I think he was directed this way. You don't for a second believe he's ever going to pull the trigger or the other guy's going to get his head blown off or you never feel like he's that out of his mind. So I don't know what they were doing with it. Eh, Like they would show little things here and there of actual footage that they would kind of splice in also at times, which was kind of interesting to see some real news footage of whatever walking by. But no, no, the movie's a turd. It's an absolute waste of time. Speaking of
You know what's
which,
funny,
what?
bud?
Yeah, what?
You primarily fixed our streaming issues. Has the right thumbnail, has the right
God,
title,
what
has the
now?
wrong description.
You literally just, I literally sat here and told you what I was typing in.
Yeah.
So it didn't
Uh,
save that. All right, well, fix that afterwards then.
yeah, fix it afterwards. Nobody reads the description
That's true.
before the stream.
I don't read them a lot of times anyway. But anyway, yeah, pass on that one. Let's go ahead and I'm going to start up here since Dead Man's Wire was second on my list. I'll go ahead and start with Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die because this is the only film that I of all of them. Actually, no, Obsession was good, but let's move. That's in its own little because Psycho Killer is not even anywhere near as good as that. But Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Rockwell is phenomenal as he always is. He's just so great. The way his costume design is from his futuristic, you know, is so stupid and great. But basically, you're watching, and if at any time you need me to shut up because you're gonna want to watch this, and I'm not, and you don't want me to ruin it for you, just tell
I
me.
mean, I do want to watch it, but I have no idea when I'll get to
Do you
it.
know anything about it at all? So I can kind of give you just a.
Well, just I've only saw the trailer. Like he's supposedly sent back in time or something to save. It's kind of like 12 Monkeys.
It's
Uh,
more like the entire diner scenes from Groundhog Day.
right. I didn't know about the continual
Yeah,
coming back.
yeah. I didn't realize
I
that
don't
was
think I don't
him.
I don't
I don't think it was in
know
the
that
trailer.
I didn't think so
Yeah,
either. But like the initial vibe I got from the trailer was like, oh, kind of like 12 Monkeys. He's sent back in
sure.
time
I think that
to
would
do
kind of get,
something that fixes things.
which it kind of explains his outfit a little bit. I think they borrowed some of that plasticky stuff. I think the scientists and stuff were wearing in 12 Monkeys. Remember what they were?
Yeah.
So he's kind of got this
Also,
whole.
12 Monkeys, great Brad Pitt
Oh my God,
performance.
he's so good in that. He's so good in that. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's some humor in it. Yes. I mean, there is, but it's all Sam. Like, and he's supposed to be, I guess, because he's the one leading the film. But uh, the little nuanced looks that he would do, because basically, this isn't going to ruin this for you, okay? But
Mm.
this is the 117th time when you watch it. That's he tells it's the 117th time I've tried this. Basically, he's been randomly picking specific people from the diner that he can talk into going on this revolution with him to stop this the end of the world, basically. Okay.
Okay.
So all the other 116 tries, he's tried out some of the other people in the diner, and and he's like, all right, who's with me? And of course nobody raises their hand, but then one person does, and then he starts to recruit, and then he's had a couple people that also are like, well, they're like, well, I mean, I guess sure, I believe you, I'll do it. And he's like, no, no, not you, Ted, not you, because he obviously does so
He already
much.
knows.
He knows.
Already knows Ted is not the way to go.
Yeah, and he knows who to sacrifice. He knows this person's going to be stupid enough to run out this door and get themselves killed. So he's like, he just kind of sits back and lets shit happen here and there. There's some humor in that. Um, Zazie Beetz, who's also in another film we're going to talk about, They Will Kill You. Dude, I can't stop looking at her and immediately thinking of her as Domino because she was
Yeah.
so good at that. But anyway, she's in it. I mean, everyone else is just kind of there. It's
Yeah.
just all Sam. He's just great. But the story overall, yeah, he's going back in time basically just to save his mom. That's the whole story. And
Hmm.
and now that I know you're gonna want to watch it, I will leave that spoiler free. There was something else I was going to mention that's actually it'll ruin the movie for you, but basically the thing I hated about this movie and what ruined this movie for me is the plague or whatever you want to call it that is ending the world is this and this isn't ruining it for you. You find out really quick is basically um there is some kind of AI virus that they put into, let's just call it
Oh,
TikTok, and the
yeah.
teens and the kids and I guess some adults, but they mostly make it look like it's just teenagers looking at their phones get kind of possessed, and they end up moving as like a horde to kill off the human
They
race
get
for
like
the
brainwashed.
brainwash for the AI, basically. And I was just like, really? And then
You don't like that concept?
it was just it was so dumb. It was so even the
Okay. Well,
screen,
I
dude.
mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't actually I'm just thinking about that as a concept in general. I do think there's something there, like some kind of like programming through propaganda
They did this
and
in
the algorithm.
Stephen King's book Cell is exactly what I mean, not it's almost exactly what that was. People with their phones, they get their brains hacked basically. And there's been there's been a other movie. Oh, what's it called? Something with a P. Something audio wise. There's a movie that same kind of concept, except it was done through radio. Yeah, I mean it's been done before, but if this was a if this was a Shaun of the Dead movie, where like how the
Hmm.
zombies, you remember like how they walked, it's almost comedic, like they're just
Oh yeah.
way too slow and they're way too, it's like that. They're way too much. It's like they were basically zombie castaways from Shaun of the Dead that they ended up not using, and let's use these teenagers over here instead. Um, but the only reason at all to watch it is because of Sam, and he's pretty funny. And the ending is just kind of saw that coming, and saw that coming. No, I almost would have liked to have seen. Actually, no, not almost. I would have liked to have seen them cut out these stupid chunks in the movie where there was chasing. Oh, and there's also some futuristic dudes that basically the AI knows that Sam's character is coming back, and they send out. I think there's two of them that are also trying to.
Hmm.
They're kind of like hitmen that are going after him. But the rest of them are just zombie kids. Or I'm calling them zombie kids, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, no, I didn't like it. I like Sam. I could just watch him the whole time. But anyway, my point is, if they cut out a bunch of those chunks, right, and they would
Yeah.
show you some snippets where some of the other times he had come back and the people he got killed, to add in more of that humor, I would have probably jumped it up a couple of stars just because I got to see some of that, and it'd have been pretty funny, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Of him just like, because early on he would probably been freaking out that nothing was working out right. And then after 116 tries, he's just so mellow. He's like, yeah, go ahead, Ted. You don't want to go out there. Okay, go ahead. He's kind of, um, but yeah, no. If it's free and you want to waste 2.5 hours, yeah, man, go ahead.
Name three things that would be a better use of your time instead of watching this when it's free streaming.
One involves lotion. Um,
For 2.5 hours,
hey, man,
you're gonna need the lotion. Else you'd be raw as hell.
um,
Your taxes, or is this movie still better than doing your
and
taxes?
it's better than doing your taxes. All right, you
Okay,
got me. You
there
got
you
me
go.
there. You got me on that.
Okay,
All right, you got me on that.
we don't need to belabor this. I wanted to know the threshold.
All right. This is the second best film of the list. All right.
And this much harsh
And I don't
critique.
I don't give a shit what people want to stick up for that fucking Disclosure Day movie. Let's move on to that. Because
Okay,
it,
I've heard, well, like, because I mean, I've watched your short reviews, which you're a machine.
oh yeah,
By
babe.
the way, you're giving the people the information they need
I'm trying to keep it short and sweet for
quickly.
you. Yeah.
Don't belabor the nonsense. You're just like, hey, weird movie, don't see it, love it. I mean, you go a little more more into it than that. Um, but I will say, after watching your short review, I had seen some other people's reviews,
Yeah.
and a lot of, apparently this movie is relatively divisive. Like either people like
Oh
really
really?
like it or they really hate it. And it seems to be, to me, the consensus is that for uh at least a lot of the younger audience, that Spielberg seems out of touch, and no, they like
He's
excuse to them not liking it.
he's stuck this film. If this should have been put back in the 80s with the script writing and stuff. Like this is like it's like Claire loved it. Claire loved it. Okay, but she likes to not she likes Spielberg, like the Spielberg movie, where it's
Sure.
like it's basically ET. Here's some dramatic stuff. Let me make you care about this. But this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, Emily Blunt. This might be her best role, like that she's done so far. She's done some great roles, but her acting in the movie is so good, so good. Um, but it's the story, man. It's way too boring. It's way too simplistic. There's some real all right, step A, we're going to do this, then we're going to go do this. It's following the same step 1 through 5. That is a typical, and I do mean a typical Spielberg movie. There's no chances taken. There's nothing new, no little twist, no little nothing. It's literally da, 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 and it's over. And there is this dumb. I don't even understand. Like Spielberg wrote, he wrote the outline for it, and he had somebody else, help touch it up with him. This doesn't ruin anything at all. But and I kind of mentioned the quick review, but just to set it up for you, Adam,
Mhm.
the other main guy, forget what's the guy's name? I think I wrote it on here. Didn't I write it on here today? Josh O'Connor. Yeah, this is not the character name. That's the actor's name. So Spielberg
Yeah.
shoots this scene where he leaves his girlfriend. They're on the run because these agents are after him. He's got some basically alien information that they don't want him to leak out. Okay. He leaves his girlfriend in this farmhouse. He had to run out. And then when he comes back, there's, I don't know, 20 agents that are surrounding the farmhouse. They found out where they were. Okay. And that was due to Colin Firth's ability to use some alien tech to mind meld into the other person's brain from a distance and take control of where they can see what they can see and what they do, and even sometimes take control of them. But this
Kinda
dude,
like, in Star Wars, the Force chat.
hmm yeah. Um, but this dude, he comes back. He's in a big open field, Adam. There's no trees.
Mhm.
There's no brush. You're not in a jungle. It's a farm, right? He comes, oh my gosh, there's 20, 30 agents 50 yards in front of me. No one, they're surrounding the place so they can't escape, right? They think they're inside. No one's looking. Literally, right here. Here he is on the other side of a fence that's just one of those three plank fences. Like and he ducks down, you can still see him. If anybody would to turn around, no one's checking their agents. Then it gets dumber. Then he's like, well, shit, I got to rescue my girlfriend. They're going to break into the house and get my girlfriend. He hops the fence. For some reason, the editors, nor Spielberg, thought it might be a good idea. Like, hey, we might want to make this guy sound like he's quiet. They didn't. Thump, loud as shit. He starts running, sneaking, gravel's going everywhere, rocks, noise. No one turns around and sees this dude until he opens one of the car doors and jumps in and slams the car door shut. And then they're like, whoa! And then they bring out and then he just starts the car and drives into the house and gets his girlfriend and drives out. Then he had a car chase. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now? It was so stupid. Like, at least cut his tootsies. Make it sound like, I don't know, he's a fucking ninja or something. It is so like, at that point, which is kind of early on in the film, basically I was like, all right, you just ruined the whole movie for me. Like, this makes absolutely no sense. This is so
You ruined the suspension of disbelief
so
enough at this level
um
that I can no longer take your film
no,
seriously.
I can't take it seriously, and I know you're gonna fuck the rest of it now, but I don't, the younger generation, like you were saying, that their critique, yeah, he's not doing anything. It's this it's an ET type movie all over again. Where, I mean, the only quote unquote scary thing you can think of is, oh well, shit, we don't want some alien tech stuff to ever happen because people are going to use it in the government or some, undercover agency that's going to zap into my mind and be able to see where I'm at, what I'm doing, and potentially even make me kill somebody. There's just these little stones. I'm not ruining
Yeah,
shit for you.
sure.
Um,
It's funny because like while you were talking about it, I was looking up Spielberg's filmography to even think like what was the last Spielberg movie that I actually liked.
yeah,
Um, he did West Side Story, which is fine,
I
but
will
like
never see that. But go ahead.
that's just I don't think like for me that's like okay, West Side Story is like I think that's been done a billion times. Like
Sure.
it's not a Spielberg movie. Um, but Lincoln, I think, was the last one
I
that I actually liked.
Oh, you liked it? I didn't see it. We own Oh, wait, do we own it? I think Claire watched it, and Claire's she knows me very well, and she goes, "Don't." She knows I would just be like, "The fuck am I?" Yeah, she's usually very she
Mhm.
knows where I will just be upset, and I'll bitch the whole time. So she's like, "Don't watch it." So I haven't
I
watched it.
mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is
I
great.
love that dude. So I'm the only reason I wanna watch it is because of him.
I mean, that was, I think, more than a decade ago.
I think the
Uh,
last one I liked of his was Minority Report, where I was like, "Shit," and that's where he was taking like, it was
that's a good
different,
movie.
and it was different. Like, it wasn't the typical Spielberg, I don't
What
know.
about, his, didn't he was one who did the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds, isn't he?
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's right.
That's a
Yes,
good movie.
that is a great movie. Yeah, that was really
Like, but,
good.
like, Spielberg hasn't done anything in years
No,
that I've enjoyed.
but he even took a chance
I
on
never saw Ready Player One.
I did.
That's the sense that I got
Yeah,
from
don't.
people too.
Um, no, but even in War of the Worlds like that, I'm glad you brought that up. He took a chance with he made it so that the alien tech were sucking humans up and then
Mhm.
spraying their field all over. Like he took a little bit of a, gave you a little shock fact. There's nothing like that in this movie. It's
Yeah.
it is just a bland, except for except for seeing Emily Blunt on screen and she's acting like her acting's so great and she's doing all that throat shit herself. They wanted to do it
Oh,
post.
yeah, I think I saw an interview about
Yeah,
that.
they wanted to do post stuff. They're like, "Don't worry, but just act like." She goes, "I can do some really weird sounds if you'd like. Just you want to give me a chance to try it?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, go." And then that's what they used.
Nice.
Yeah. It ends. It just ends. You how see how I went dead silent right there? That's
Yeah,
it.
that's how it ends.
It it, it,
Just
it ends with
silence.
one word, cut to black, over.
Mm,
And I've got one other bitch. This is important. This is important.
okay.
Colin Firth, this the entire movie is hell bent on stopping the two of them from letting the world know that aliens exist. They've existed a long time. We've had aliens here. There's been crashes. I'm not ruining anything for you. He is like I'm talking murder whoever you need to murder, and I mean whoever you need to murder to stop this from happening. Then at the last 15 minutes of the film, for no fucking reason whatsoever, they're obviously going to release the stuff to the world. Okay, this isn't going to ruin a big thing for you guys. They're obviously going to try to release it. They get into a studio. First guys figure it out. They bust in to stop it. Right? They can stop it. They've got all the guns for no reason whatsoever. Fucking ever. Maybe they cut a scene. He just gives up. Fuck it. Grabs a chair, sits down, and says, "Go ahead." The entire fucking 2 hours you've been watching this movie, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. He gets there, he can stop it. Just take them all out right now. They're right here. There's two people, right? It's done. It's over.
Mhm.
And I don't care if someone's like, yeah, but if you really think about the story, maybe he thought, no, no, it was too abrupt of a change, man. It was way too abrupt. Uh, like if someone's going to say, yeah, this is a very minor spoiler. Emily Blunt has an ability to see into somebody's mind and then make them see what she wants them to see. It's a thing that just happens.
Mhm.
Um, so she made him think that he was seeing his wife who had passed. Of course, she passed at some point, which obviously was still affecting him at like some late midpoint of the film. And if someone says, yeah, well, it was obviously he was feeling some, his wife. No, I'm telling you, the second he was like, "Nah, she's fucking with my brain, fucking kill them all." He gets to that fucking studio, dude. Walks in, stop it, blah, 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 everybody, but and he just goes, "Nah, fuck it." Grabs a chair, sits down. The agents just are like, "What? What? You're not going to do anything?" No, they just leave. And he just sits down and watches it happen. And I'm like, "What?"
Maybe that's he was just waiting for them to get that close, and, like, this whole time, he's kinda like he's a cuck. He just wanted to sit and watch. once they force their way in, you know.
I gotta be honest. That's a solid point you have there. That's a solid
Yeah.
point.
He's like he was playing hard to get the whole time killing people, but as soon as they actually made it to the finish line, he's like, "Okay, you do it, and I'm gonna sit in the corner. Don't mind me. I'm gonna put my Zorro mask on."
All right. Since we're already 30, let me just let me cut
Maybe
through.
maybe do like
I'm gonna no.
because I know
I'm gonna
like
give you two quick ones, very quick, and then just go to
that's what I was gonna say. I
Obsession.
was gonna like summarize
Yeah.
the fresh cut turds.
Okay. Psycho Killer. The guy that's James Preston Rogers. He plays a psycho killer. You don't ever you just see him in his mask basically the whole time. Dude's got a good presence. He should be in more horror films as a bad guy or whatever. The film overall wasn't bad. The idea was not bad. The thing that really, 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 really sucked was that there's some satanic orgy for some reason that just happens to happen in the film, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. And Malcolm McDonald is basically, or McDowell, excuse me, completely wasted. He's a satanic leader.
Malcolm
McDowell's.
McDonald.
Oh, McDowell's from like Coming to America.
McDowell's.
Coming to America. The McDowell's or whatever it was.
They've got the golden arches. We've got the golden arcs.
Anyway,
Totally different.
And then Georgina Campbell is the star of that movie. Like you follow her around. She's the detective. She's the same girl from Barbarian. So
Okay.
she's great. I mean, she's great. The stuff, it's all there. It's just this fucking 15-minute weird section. Cut that shit out. That was dumb as hell. Get rid of it because now you ruined the film for me. They Will Kill You. Dude, it's Ready or Not, the first one. It's Ready or Not,
Yeah.
except let's make them all satanic and the family members are immortal. They're immortal because they're worshiping Satan, who is a fucking hog's head, just the head in the basement of this hotel place. They've been abducting people and sacrificing them to
And
keep them.
Satan is a hog's head.
Yeah. Just the head. It possesses the head, and then the pig head talks. The pig head talks.
Is it a CG pig head or a puppet pig head?
Nope, it's a CG pig head. I'm sure there is some puppeteering here and there. Even at one point, the head jumps itself onto one of the worshipers of this family onto their head, and now you've got a pig head
Pig
fight
head.
with Zazie Beetz. With the I'm like, what the Draco Malfoy totally wasted. Like he wasn't bad, but give him some lines, man. Let him do something. You're basically just getting chased the whole movie.
So, well, yeah, like I don't think that movie was supposed to be anything
Ready or Not.
transcendent.
Ready or Not was exactly that, and it was a good, fun film. This one, no.
It's supposed to be fun, but
No, it's
wasn't
just an actionly bloody. It's just stupid stuff. Doesn't make sense. All right, don't watch it. Not even if it's free. All right, Obsession.
So top of the list,
Obsession,
which is available to stream now.
Oh, that's right. It is. I think I did see that yesterday or the day before.
My wife is not going to want to watch it, so I'm going to have to watch it by myself.
She should watch it, and I mean that because
I think. Well, you know what? Some vocal warm-ups before. No, like something that Kara hates that's done in like scary movies or whatever is weird movements. I know there's several scenes where she kind of like walks in reverse and it's all kind of weird looking.
I think there's 3 very short.
She don't like that. That fucks her up.
They're very
like the movie Mama.
Yeah.
You would think Mama, the scary creature, would be the thing that got her. But no. It was fucking Jamie Lannister's dead twin brother appearing at the fucking railway tunnel, like pointing because he was all jittery.
Yeah.
And Kara's like, nope, don't like that. She had dreams about him for months.
Wait, did you guys watch? Does she see in The Conjuring or The Conjuring 2?
I think she saw the first I think she might have watched the first Conjuring at your house, and you were mad because I think she made fun of it.
Dude, I can never remember watching.
Definitely with Alien.
That's where it cuts off. I don't believe I've ever seen a film with her since.
Is
Any
this how they acted back then?
God damn it. Anyway, in Conjuring
Jeez.
2, there's I think he's called the Rickety Man or something like that.
Oh yeah, that already like that
That the way he
immediately sounds like.
moves, and by the way,
Mhm.
that I thought that they did that in CGI, and I found out watching the thing they didn't. That's just the way
Mm.
the actor can make his, and it's you would swear that's CGI. It isn't.
Yeah.
It's that guy, which is just
All right.
weird.
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
Obsession.
Obsession.
Absolutely, absolutely watch it. I will say this: watched the whole movie through some good, really good direction. India, was that her name?
Yeah. Yeah. India or India, something like that.
Indy. I'm sorry. Yeah, she and Michael Johnston, the two of them, they
Mhm.
were really good in it. Like she's especially really good in it. So good. In fact, I kind of do worry a little bit that she might not get some other roles because she's going to be so. People are going to see her on screen, and immediately associate her with this. What happens to her? I'm a
Oh,
little bit concerned with that, but she's real. Her
that
acting.
or like she'll just get typecast in like
Yeah,
these type of movies. It's like what's her butt? Is it Jenna Ortega? She's a Wednesday girl.
yeah.
I feel like she's like, I mean, I think she's trying to break out of it. Like she was just getting once Wednesday happened, like she's just like she's got to be the goth dark girl, and of course they got her for the sequel to Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
But now
which
she's in some Taika Waititi
yeah,
movie
which that looks good.
where she's playing a different type role. So I'm glad to see that. But I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, is she gonna get pigeonholed into just this
She was great in
archetype?
X. Did you ever see X?
No,
Or is it Triple
what's
X?
X? No, that's with Vin Diesel.
Fucking stupid ass movie. No, it's just X, I believe it's called.
Okay.
Ty West film. I think it was X, then Pearl, then I forget what the last one is.
I
I've
don't
seen all
know.
three of them. Anyway, she's really good in X.
Okay.
She, that's another horror film, but she definitely doesn't play a gothy type person.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
this movie, I loved how dark it was the entire, like everything was dark, the graining, the stylization was great, the acting was great. The story was it's a fun little fun idea on how, um, the how it works with the wish. It's a fun,
Mhm.
it's a great thing, a way of showing you that if you force someone to actually want to love you that doesn't love you, what would actually probably happen in every one of those cases would be something like this, which is going to be pretty awful.
Mhm.
It's not overly gory or anything like that.
No, no, no.
It's really just Indy's creepiness in the movie where she does these it's a great idea because the way it was written and directed, and I'm not ruining things for you. She does have these small little quick breaks where she realizes that this isn't, what am I doing? And then she's back to, and she
Yeah.
freaks out a little bit and then
I
comes,
saw that a bit like in the trailer, like when he first does the wish
yeah.
and she kind of comes back to his car, like you can see like I'd imagine it's like it happens more so earlier when the wish is like but you can tell me I'm wrong. I would assume that like you see like OG, her name's like Nikki, right?
Yeah.
Uh like breaking through more initially rather than later, but maybe it happens later. But yeah, I saw in the trailer like she came back to the car and she's doing this thing. She's like, "Wait, what am I?" Like you definitely saw like this obvious switch between like real Nikki and now uh I'll just call her Wish Nikki um taking over, right? So
Yeah.
I did like I saw that duality happening. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting."
Yeah.
Does she? It wouldn't be a spoiler to me, at least. It wouldn't be. Do you see more of that break happening throughout the movie
Y-
where she kind of snaps in place a little bit?
there's a few places earlier on, you're kind of like right when it first happened. I'm telling you, the way he wrote it and directed, and by the way, this has to sit on you. Like when you're
Yeah.
watching through it, you're processing it, and then afterwards, it's like you can't get it out of your head a little bit for like 24 to 48 hours, and then you more when your brain goes back and thinks about it. The pacing he did for it was really great because at first he did the wish, and you're like, shit. I mean, did it work, or does she actually make? Because the way he wrote it, it kind of makes you feel like there maybe he had a chance if he didn't do it this
Yeah.
way, maybe. And it's also portrayed that no, you're totally in the friend zone. So he left that
Yeah.
kind of, but in the beginning, you were kind of questioning from the way she was acting, and I think it's because it starts. The movie's called Obsession, and if someone is obsessed, they go into crazy town if they're uber. And I think it was kind of like this slow build. She was slightly, and it got more and worse
Hmm.
and worse and
Hmm.
worse through that. But oh yeah, you know what? There are some gory scenes in it. Kind of gross. Yeah, Kara probably wouldn't be able
Okay.
to watch it. But ending, I was like, it has to, in order for this to stick the landing perfect for me, it needs to end like this, and he did it. And I was extremely happy with the ending. Like can't end that any other way. It's pretty great, haunting.
Nice.
Yeah, but very, very, very good movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I'm and obviously like the big story there is like the creator, like what's his name again?
Oh, oh
Something.
yeah, because you and I loved that. We loved all of his
We've been
skits.
watching like him and his buddy's skits for years
Um,
now.
why is his name not
Um,
popping in my head? Yeah, we watched. Yeah, because they're funny, man. I'll tell you in two
yeah,
seconds.
super hilarious. My mouse died, or else I'd be looking
Oh,
this
you're
up
good.
right now.
I still had mine pulled
Uh,
up.
but the fact that like
Curry Baker,
there you go.
Curry
That's
Barker, Curry Barker. Sorry.
Barker. I
Yeah,
know I had the right letters in my head, but
yeah,
I couldn't come up with a name. It's kind of the dream that that me and you
yeah,
would probably have. Like, hey, we love making videos, and we have no money.
yeah.
We just have each other
Mm,
and a dream.
that's all that
Um,
matters.
so we put stuff on YouTube, and we're happy for anybody to watch this stuff, right? And just to see like some young creators that are like that basically have the same thing in mind that we've always had,
Yeah,
like having success, and like the fact that they made this movie for like $750,000, and I'm pretty sure they shot it in like a month, and it just fucking crushed,
yeah.
right? And like I remember telling you before, like I was eager for you to see this since you're generally such a harsh critic, specifically of the horror genre,
Which is my
um,
favorite, but yes.
which is also like just in movies in general. But like I feel like you're even harsher with horror. Um, you weren't initially excited about this because it was doing so well in the mainstream,
Yep.
and typically you say that's typically you don't always side with the mainstream,
Well, when it's supposed to be a
but
creepy movie, that
yeah.
usually, if everyone kind of likes it, that means you made it PG-13. You dumbed
Mm,
it down, so you're gonna make me hate
right.
it. But yeah,
And I remember saying like I think because everything I had read prior, it's like the director was like, people are tired of the same old crap. Like they want new stuff.
yeah.
And and like I was like, okay, if I'm to believe his statement, uh, then this should be something interesting. And I think you basically got that from the film. You're like, yes, this was good. This was
Yeah,
refreshing,
it was
even.
refreshing. There's little tidbits of a deeper story that he didn't have to go into, but he just laid it. He put some parts in there. And you're like, oh, cool. I would like to know more about why this and I. It was yeah. He did a really good job. I was very yeah.
I'll be very curious for his next film
Me too.
because it sounds like it's leans heavily into more like comedy
Yeah,
by the synopsis that because it's called like Only Ghosts or something like that.
something like that.
Um,
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
where him and his buddy who were used to seeing through their sketches are uh like paranormal investigators that are like
Oh,
shysters.
anything but ghosts. That's what it's called.
Anything
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
ghosts. Gotcha. Um, it's like the opposite of what I said.
Yeah,
Anything but ghosts, and I'm like only ghosts. Um,
And it's he and
that could be the sequel.
Aaron Paul's is oh wait, no, it is Cooper and him, right? Cooper and Curry are the main actors in this, if I remember correctly. But Aaron Paul's in it too. Oh, I think he plays the homeowner that he says
Yeah,
his
like
house.
they
Yeah,
got some people,
yeah.
like they got some big names for I assume the homeowners that have the real ghosts. But like this the scenario,
I
the next
love the
one just sounds
synopsis.
hilarious
I
to
love
me.
it. Yeah.
Like they're just a couple of shysters who are paranormal investigators that I'm sure like, you know, uh put fake shit in people's houses and like whatever. That's my assumption. But then they have to deal with a situation with a real
Yeah.
fucked up house and they have to put their money where their mouth is and actually do their job. Sounds fucking hilarious. But I found interesting like I think Barker confirmed that this would also be in the I'm gonna call it the obsession verse. Like it
Oh, he did say that.
exists in the same world. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure I read that,
I didn't know that. Okay.
and I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna be a thing where he's gonna have several of his stories essentially take place in the same world. Um, and then at the same point, like I'm always curious about stuff like that. It's like,
Oh, you know what?
okay, well
Yeah.
then what do you do with in terms of like tone? Since this one sounds like that's gonna be a little more comedy, like I don't know, like maybe it's not gonna be like what I'm thinking. Maybe it's gonna be like black comedy
Well,
where they're still taking it very
the
seriously,
syn-
but like
the synopsis is two fake paranormal investigators must face actual ghosts while dealing with deception of their own fraudulent business, which I agree with you. Oh, it is produced by Bloomhouse, which would mean that's everything must typically darker. It would be yeah. It's comedy horror. Yeah,
yeah.
I have the same opinion you did. I thought that's exactly we're going to get some funny dark humor in this. It's going to be pretty great. But now I'm
Yeah, but
interested.
like oh yeah, like now I'm just like with it being that like I'd have to go back, but I'm pretty sure he said like it's in the same universe as Obsession. Like
Okay.
and I know there's probably like there's some aspects of comedy in Obsession here and there a little bit, right? Probably. There's probably a tidbit. But like
I
if you're gonna
mean,
go
yeah, Tid.
tid,
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine there not being any based on like their sketches and everything. But how much do you lean into the comedy while still having it be part of the same universe, right?
yeah,
Not to say like there can't be like multiple different like tones in the same universe, but with a movie like how do you reconcile like, oh, movie was like actually super funny, whereas this one was like very haunting and disturbing.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I'm curious at how he's gonna if he makes it work. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure both of us are gonna love it. No matter what. But I'm
Based on this
just
the short
yeah,
synopsis, it just sounds right up my
yeah,
alley.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna find some time. I'll watch Obsession. We can talk it off stream. I might mention it like after I see it, but like I'm very curious to watch it because
I want you to let it
also
sit.
like just yeah, like I just like to see like these up and comer creators like doing it their way and something new, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with the force jerk? By the way, it just keeps getting more views.
I think there's some other video that's called like that is called like force jerk
Really?
or jerk like something in like and we're a suggested video and we just keep getting hits from it
Of all things,
of all things you pantomiming enjoying yourself
it was a
with Darth Vader's mask.
I have a fantastic. It was a fantastic idea I had. All right, and it was executed flawlessly.
Hey, we've gained at least 2 subscribers from that video.
Oh, is that
There's at
right?
least 2 people that saw that and said, "Yes, more,
And
please."
I mean, I've got. We both have got. Well, I'm more of the crude ideas. I've got more.
I know you do. I know you do. Which you're visiting
Yeah,
in a week, and I do have some ideas to pitch you
I'm excited.
because I would like to get into releasing some more narrative driven stuff on this channel.
Yeah,
The podcast is glorious, and I'm the only one watching the stream right now, but the people love it.
The-
They're happy
They are
to have us
happy.
back.
That's right. They are.
And being able to stream has actually made this a lot more consistent, and it's nice to see my buddy every week. But I do
Totally.
want to get back into like some short videos and stuff,
Yeah.
but I
And we
got some stuff to pitch in.
and now
So
that
get excited.
and now that things are finally done on the other end, I can make all the plans easily now. So, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Hell
please.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, listening. Stay frosty, because I'm not. I'm dying here in the heat. Until next time, Borno